Hi there. Welcome back again to Sunnyside Journals. Oh my goodness, two videos in one day. But I went out. And I got some things to work on, and I want one of these things I want to get done now because it's going to need to sit overnight. So right now for me, it's a little bit after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I want to get it done. So I had to go out. I needed to get some glycerin, because I'm going to try and recondition some hardened old vintage rubber stamps. So let's give it a go. What does it hurt? I went to my $1.25 tree. They've changed up the makeup brushes that I like using. This old one, I have a feeling it's just starting to, I think it's starting to break down. Anyhow, the last time I bought this, these two came together in one package for $1.25. And when I went there today, I'm looking and couldn't find it anywhere. And then I finally noticed these hanging, and they're all priced separately. That's fine. It's still a great price. It's still cheaper than if I went over to Winners and paid full price. So that's still a great price. So I will. Oh yeah, I can feel a big difference. This is really hardened up compared to this new one. Wow. Okay, so these are going to get chucked, and the new ones. Now, can I recycle all those? I'm going to figure that out later. I never know whether this. I know the cardboard is recyclable, but whether that plastic shield is recyclable, I'll have to look that up. Anyhow, so I am going to try an experiment. I have some old vintage stamps. I actually have more than this. These are the ones I'm going to experiment with. Oh, let's move over a little so you can see what I'm talking about here. There we go. I have some that I think were from an egg farm, because this one says Canada Grade Cracks, and then this one says Massadale Poultry Farm, large egg, Canada Grade A. It's a really big, interesting looking stamp. And then I have a few others. This is the invoice stamp. This one's not too bad, but what does it hurt? This one says past due, please remit. So I love that. This one says received payment with thanks. So, and then you've seen me use this one before. It says for immediate attention. So I'm going to try. I did a little bit of research online, and everyone seems to use the same method. So I'm going to give it a try, and it calls for using 2 teaspoons of glycerin to a half cup of distilled water. And I have lots of that because I use a CPAP machine. So, and then they said put it in a pan, put the stamps in it, let them soak overnight, and wipe clean in the morning. So that's what we shall do. And then we'll see how this experiment turns out. So I'm not going to be very long today, but I thought you might like to follow along and see how this experiment turns out. Let's see what I've got. There's a half cup. Very good. All right. So, you know what? I'm going to mix the glycerin in the cup first. All right. Let me get this water out of here. And glycerin and something to stir with. We'll use a knitting needle. Come on. Oh, all right. Oh, let's see. You've got a little foil. No. I can't say I have ever used glycerin before. Now I've got it on that now. I know that it's used for cakes, like frosting for cakes, I believe, cake colors. I know that it's also used for in some beauty routines. But personally, I've never ever gone to a store and purchased glycerin. So there we go. There's a first time for everything. All right, so I forgot to bring a teaspoon measurement spoon up here. So we are just going to do the by guess and by golly method. I have a feeling it doesn't need to be precise. This isn't like baking a cake that needs the, baking powders and baking sodas precise. I don't want, in case there's glycerin on that, I'm going to put it over here and then wipe it down. I'm not sure what to expect from glycerin. Does it have an oily texture? Does it have a greasy, you know what I mean? I don't know. So hold on, I'm putting the lid on over here. Because my luck, I'll spill this bottle of glycerin all over everything on my desk. So I'm getting it right off my desk right now. Okay, now let's stir that up. I watched a rebuilding a spine video once that was done by, I believe it was Pink Odd Bird, and she uses glycerin to make her, now I could be wrong, but I'm very sure it was Pink Odd Bird's channel, that she uses glycerin, or was it Zoe's channel? Oh man, now I forget. Oh, I'm bad for that. I watched a journaler, and she uses glycerin to soften the cardboard to make curved book spines. So I have a feeling I may experiment with glycerin again at some point in the future. All right, so this is going in. I couldn't find a pan, so this Chinese food takeout lid will do. It didn't say whether it couldn't be metal. I don't see a reason why it would matter whether it's metal or such. Unlike with, if you're doing the rusting with peroxide and vinegar, you shouldn't do that in a metal pan. The only reason is it's not, you're not gonna explode your house or anything. The metal reacts with the vinegar and the peroxide together, and it actually weakens your solution faster. And you want it to stay nice and strong to make your paper clips nice and rusty. All right, so we're going to put in the Canada Grade A large eggs into the solution. I'm just going to make sure it's covered. All right, that looks good. I'm looking around at all the edges because it said try not to put the whole wooden block into it. You just want the rubber stamp. I wonder if it's even a little too deep. Hold on. I think it's a little bit too deep. Now, I'm just going to take that out and pour a bit of it out. I can always add a bit more back in, right? Oh, jeepers. Wow. There's all kinds of ink coming off of it. Well, maybe it helps clean it too. You know, anyone who knows me knows I'm very bad with my stamps as far as taking care of them. Oh gosh, I just have this feeling I shouldn't have been doing this here on my desk. Okay, I'm just trying to see if there's anything here I could use to scoop some out. Yes, I'll use you. All right, I'm going to scoop some out. This is, yes, the best laid plans. Oh well. Slow and steady wins the race. We'll just get it out. I'm just worried if I lift up that, the Chinese food takeout lid, I'm just going to pour it everywhere, all over my desk. I guess I couldn't have found anything better to try and get this glycerin out. Come on, have I got nothing better? I don't see anything. Oh, yes. All right, hold on. I'm constantly saying hold on to you. I'm sorry. All right, this might work better. A pill bottle. Much better. So I can see how maybe I should have put the stamps in first and then added the glycerin and water solution, but that's okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. All right, so poultry stamp is going in. Received payment stamp is going in. I wish this was not so. That's maybe a bit better. This one's the invoice stamp. Put you over here. Here is the past due stamp and the for immediate attention stamp. Now there's no this is not even. Yeah, maybe I should have just left all the. I need a rock in there. Oh, jeepers. All right. There. That rock is working. All right. You go there for immediate attention. Now there was one more. Where are you? Oh. Oh yeah, the Canada grade cracks. I like that one. Oh wow, that's green. That's really coming off. That's amazing. I can see how I'm not going to be able to move this till tomorrow morning because knowing me, I'm going to spill this everywhere. So I didn't need that much. I needed like a quarter of a cup and 1 teaspoon. Wow. Oh. All right. Well, live and learn. All right. So there's our stamps. Our stamps are soaking in the distilled water with the 2 teaspoons of glycerin to 1/2 cup distilled water. I'm going to soak this overnight, so I'm just going to move it off to the side. And, oh, that one's going to want to fall over. All right. You need to go upright, immediate attention. All right. You know what? I should just take a second and show you. I finished. I got cut off this morning, of course, because I talked too much. I finished that little divider that we worked on together this morning. Making sure I don't have any glycerin on my hands. I really like how it turned out. So there it is. And remember we put these brads, these old brass brads on there. So now I can tuck things in here if I want. And that looks quite nice. I popped out, like I said, I popped out and got new makeup brushes at Dollar Tree. My car, I argued with it, and it still took me over to my thrift store where I found literally nothing. So there was one book that I liked, but boy, oh boy, they had it way overpriced. They wanted $24 for it. And I'm sorry, I'm not paying that for a secondhand book. I'm not doing it. $24. So it was just a book of, I shouldn't say just, it was a large book. And it was just Renaissance artwork. So it was nice large plates. And I love using those, as you know, on the fronts of journals, but not for $24. I'm sorry. Not doing it. Alrighty, so there we go. So we have our stamps over, let me turn, our stamps right there. They're soaking. And tomorrow morning I will come back on. I don't think I'll go live because this could be messy and chaotic, and I would already be nervous. So I'll just, at some point tomorrow morning, I'll tape it and upload it, and we'll see how these turn out. Fingers crossed that this works, because I love a lot of these old stamps, and I have some more. I lucked out at my Weigh and Pay store one day about a year ago and found all of these vintage stamps in a Ziploc freezer bag, and they were just from some old companies out near the Cobourg, Ontario area. So it was just fabulous. It was a great find. All right, I'm gonna get going. I have to go get dinner started. Hubby is on his way home from work, and I'm surprised the benevolent dictator who runs our house, the 12-pound tyrant over there, I'm surprised she's not bugging me for a nice tasty bowl of kibble. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm going to go get dinner ready for all three of us. Bye. Take care. Stay safe and stay healthy. How's that for stammering? Oh, bye.